Good evening, everyone. I'm Dani Ruberti here in the KCAL News studio, and we are continuing to track, this massive storm that has brought us historic rain in some areas. We're going to get to those totals, but LA County and parts of the South Bay, you are under the gun again. You probably hear it outside if you are in any of these areas. We've got that heavy rain that's moving in, and on top of that, we're dealing with thunderstorms popping up going into this evening. So I want to take you to a couple different areas. The yellows, the oranges, the reds, that's indicating that heavier rain that we're seeing. One of the areas of concern right now, it's going to be the South Bay. You can see areas like Seal Beach. We have a couple cells. These are two thunderstorms moving through, and they are bringing bursts of heavy rain, strong gusty winds. And on top of that, with some of these thunderstorms, we could also get some tornadic activity. Big problem is everything is so saturated right now that we could very easily continue to see that flooding. So in terms of this cell right here that you're seeing, 5 minutes, Seal Beach, that rain is going to be knocking on your rooftop. We'll see that through Sunset Beach in the next 15 minutes. And for Huntington Beach, give yourselves a little over 30 minutes. Things are dry right now, but that won't be the case by then. You'll be dealing with this heavier rain. On top of that, La Habra over to La Mirada into Whittier, you're getting in on this action. Pockets of that moderate rain right there. And let's take a look at how much rain we're actually seeing in these areas and what those rates are looking like. Again, those bright reds and those pinks, that's indicating quite a bit of rain. So in this area right here, over the last couple days, we've really been seeing 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch per hour. You saw in that little pocket, we were dealing with 1 inch per hour. And again, this stuff is moving through a little bit quicker. So you can see areas like La Mirada, Buena Park, La Habra getting in on this action right now. So this is where we are seeing Des Moines, seeing some of this heavier rain right now as well. We'll zoom things over. San Fernando Valley, last several hours, you have been getting hammered with the rain. You can see from the live radar metro areas, seeing that again as well into Culver City. But let's take a look at some areas like Glendale. Lots of yellows out here. Burbank into Studio City. We've been hearing this rain outside, and it's making the roads messy again. Van Nuys towards Sherman Oaks, Tarzana. All these areas are seeing this increased, widespread, steady rain again. This is day number 3, and boy, we are not done with it right now. A couple other areas that you can see right there through Pasadena. So this batch of heavier rain that you're seeing, it's moving about 15 miles per hour, so on the slow side, but this batch is making its way southeast. So areas like Montebello, next 20 minutes, rain might be light right now. That's not going to be the case by then. Pico Rivera, give yourselves 25 minutes. And then areas like Whittier, rain is light right now, but you're going to start to see that picking up in the next 45 minutes as this rain is on the move. So it's another rainy night for all of us. This is going to be the name of the game, and we are going to see the chance going into this evening for some thunderstorms to pop up. Let's talk about the timing of all that. So going into about 8 o'clock, this is the time I'm a little concerned about. So once we get to 8 o'clock, you can see this little cell developing right there again in the South Bay, and this is going to make its way southeast between 8 and 9 o'clock. You've got some pockets of heavier rain popping up in Orange County. We're continuing to see those snow levels drop. They're down to about 4,000 feet. We are seeing that snow dumping up in the mountains right now. Heavy rain popping up in the Inland Empire and Orange County late tonight. This is 10 o'clock. And also a little cell that makes its way through Los Angeles, making its way towards Orange County by about 10 o'clock as well. So now we're kind of in the second phase of this storm. That atmospheric river, it's finally budging, but the second phase, it's the thunderstorm phase. And that's why we're seeing these popping up going into tonight, because we have a cold front moving through, and this atmospheric river has been relatively warm. It's been pulling in from the tropics. And so we have this cold air clashing with this warm air, and that's what makes it unstable out there. And that's what gets these thunderstorms really blossoming up. So we're going to see that going into tonight. So you might hear some rumbles of thunder down through Orange County, Laguna Niguel, down to San Clemente. This is about 1:15, so when a lot of you are asleep, rumbles of thunder may wake you up. A little concerned with this area right here. This is 5 in the morning, and you can see that in southern Orange County. That's a cell right there, a thunderstorm cell, and that could bring, again, the strong gusty winds and also the brief heavy rain and even some lightning. Now check this out. I like the looks of this. We wake up at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it looks like we are in line to get a nice break from the rain. We are going to see that through LA County, Ventura County, and dare I say, we get sunshine in the afternoon. But I don't want you to let your guard down, because we have another quick hitting system that's going to move through. It's going to dive south, make its way into Southern California, and this is going to bring us another burst of steady rain Wednesday night into Thursday. And you can see it right here, a line of rain pushing in 8 o'clock Wednesday. And it's going to be heavy at times in some areas of Orange County. Snow levels are dropping even more after this one because things are already so cold. This is 9:45 Wednesday evening, and then it starts pushing out lingering showers and storms popping up at around midnight Thursday. And when we wake up Thursday morning, we could see some rain through Orange County. So we're going to add to that rain. And even though a system like this really wouldn't be that impactful, but we've already seen so much rain and everything is so saturated that flooding is still going to be a concern going into this next system. And this rain is going to linger Thursday going into Friday, but things are going to look real good for the weekend. And we'll talk about that. So you can see the flood threat today. It is still there, moderate. It's not high like the past couple days. Slight. And this is going to be for LA County, Orange County, into the Inland Empire. Going into our Wednesday, that goes down even more. So what we're going to notice, things are going to lighten up each and every day, but we still hold on to that shot for showers. On top of that, flood watches are still in effect for most of our area. They've expired actually for Ventura County, Santa Barbara County. LA County, you're not out of the woods. This is going to stay in effect until 1 o'clock in the morning. That also includes Orange County and the Inland Empire. So any of these thunderstorms could create brief bursts of heavy rain, and this could again lead to flooding for some of our roadways and for some of our creeks and streams rising so quickly. That flash flood warning, that's expired though. And then on top of that, we're dealing with the snow. So many variables with this atmospheric river because snow levels are dropping. Moderate to heavy snow. We're talking winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories. So an additional 5 to 10 inches of snow above 6,000 feet. 1 to 3 inches now above 4,000 feet, and a chance for some of that to start to accumulate and stick to the roadways right along the Grapevine. And then take a look right here, Inland Empire, our mountains up there, 10 to 20 inches snow above 7,000 feet. Okay, how much rain have we seen so far? I mean, this is wild to see some of these numbers. We don't see this. This is a historic storm that we just dealt with. Bel Air, you saw 12 inches of rain. That is a tank load of rain for us, nearing 12 inches in areas like Woodland Hills. Alhambra seeing 7.5 inches of rain. How about nearing 6 inches in Coto de Caza? Paris seeing 3.5 inches of rain. And again, we're not done. We're going to keep adding to this going into the next several days. But here's the good news. You can see those rain chances. They go down like crazy. Wednesday into Thursday, it becomes a low chance. And this upcoming weekend, things are going to look good. So as we skip over to our next 7 days, you can see in LA and Orange County, we're going to hold on to that chance for rain going into our Wednesday. That's when it's going to be a little bit more scattered. We're going to get more breaks in the rain, which will be nice. Even some sunshine popping up. I know many of you have missed that. Thursday, chance for rain. Friday, a few early showers. And again, that burst Wednesday night into Thursday. But by Friday afternoon, things are going to shape up real nicely. We're going to see high pressure building in. The sunshine makes it come back this weekend. So you can already think about making plans this weekend outside. It is going to be perfect for that. And boy, what a gift it's going to be able to see that sunshine again. Mid-60s by the time we get to Sunday into Monday, which is really nice. But again, we are not done with this storm quite yet. Flooding still a concern. Coming up at 8 o'clock on KCAL News, we are going to continue our storm coverage. We are tracking the storm for you, and we want to make sure your family, you feel safe going into the next couple days and prepared. That's coming up at KCAL News at 8.